Sunanda, start
Namaste.
chesaira. Good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Good
namaste.
afternoon, Jyoti
Start
garu.
cheyindi. I'll join later.
Yeah, it's okay, ma'am.
Okay, na?
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
afternoon,
namaste.
ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are live now. Kindness challenge. That is our today's month target in mental health awareness. We are going to discuss what is kindness and how it impacts our mental health and what are the benefits, health benefits that we are going to discuss with our panelist Arun ma'am from Kodaikanal, Tejaswini from Chennai, Archana from Hyderabad, Jyotiraja ma'am, our central pillar, I think she is in travel. Uh, she will join soon. And Subbarao sir, Shamal Ghosh from Kolkata. We welcome you all, today's panelist. We are going to discuss what is kindness and how it impacts. Yeah, I'm handing over the session to Arun ma'am. Ma'am, please go ahead. You can share your experience and how it impacts our mental health that we can discuss now. Yeah, ma'am, please go ahead.
Good evening to everyone here in the panel, and good evening to all the viewers if there are anybody outside of our panel. I was just doing a bit of research, even though we all have experienced what is kindness in terms of giving and receiving both. I thought, it'll be nice to start with a little bit of quotations that are really impactful. So I would like to read a few. So Khalil Gibran says, the smallest act of kindness is worth more than greatest of intentions. So that another one is by William Arthur Ward. A warm smile is the universal language of kindness. And another one is from Aesop. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. This is from Mark Twain. So I felt these were all beautiful quotations which kind of lays the foundation for our today's panel discussion, which is the topic is kindness. And I should say that I've experienced both sides of how to be kind, how not to be kind as well, as early as when I was 5 or 6 years old. So this was when I just entered my school in the good old days of 60s. We entered school only at the age of 5, not at 2.5 or, even 1.5 these days it's happening, pre-kindergarten as well. So I remember on the first day of my school, I uh, I was in the first grade. I remember opening my tiffin lunch box around 10 o'clock, maybe first or second period in the midst of the teacher was teaching, and I just opened my tiffin box and started eating my food. So I remember this lady by name Tulasi. I still remember her name because she was so kind. She came to me, and it was a school where all the children were seated at the ground level. So she came to me, she sat next to me, she put her arm around my shoulder, and she explained to me, Ma, when there is and she actually demonstrated the bell rings, the difference between each period and the long bell and short bell for, how different it will be for lunch break and homegoing bells. I was looking deep into the eyes, and the kindness that I saw in her registered. After so many years, I still remember this lady for her kindness. She could have simply, blasted out at me, how can you open this box at any time you want? So this is the kindness that she showed to that 5-year-old Arundhati, which I felt I carried. I said, how nice this lady was. I did not have words to describe, but it touched my heart. Like they say, like you were saying, it's a kindness is an act that touches your heart, right? So this little gesture made me realize how I can be, how I can actually bestow kindness in small little acts. And another episode in my life that happened, I don't want to name this person, who was a family member, of course. And it was the beginning of my summer holidays in my 6th year or 7th year. And I really missed school and got bored at home. So within my garden, I was going and digging or doing something in the garden. So it so happened a big stone, like a granite stone, which was placed one on top of the other. Without my knowing, it fell on my leg and my leg started bleeding. I got scared and ran into the house to tell this person I got hurt. And I got a whack on my bum saying that, who asked you to go outside in the hot sun and do all this nonsense? So I was wondering, here I am bleeding and this person is beating me up instead of attending to me. So this is how not to be also I received. So these are completely diabolical and complete opposite actions that impacted me. How, and also a question keeps coming back into my mind, which says, how right is it to be kind? How right is it to be always follow the law and be on the right path? You're just rules and regulations you can continue to follow, but at what cost? What is it? How is it impacting on the other person? For example, if there is a road accident by mistake or by negligence or by sheer disobedience of a rule that one's supposed to follow on the road, this person has say entered the one-way lane and got into an accident. So how is it and got badly hurt? Now, will you tell this person, show the kindness to this person, or quote rules and regulations? So you did the mistake and you are, experiencing experiencing the outcome of your wrongdoing. So is it right to be kind there, or is it right to for us to say this is what is your fault and not attend to that person? So this question always comes back into my mind, because of these two little interactions I've had at a very young age. So this is something that was very impactful for me. And of course, I've had many kind-hearted souls who helped me along my life. And at the same time, I take every opportunity that is, I hopefully have done that, to consciously help out and reach out to people who I know is wanting help, and not withdraw or withhold myself from giving out and reaching out to such people. So these are the experiences, the personal experiences that I've had in my life. And this is what I would like to share in this panel. Yeah, I can.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, we'll come back again with you. Yeah, Teja, you please go ahead.
Okay. Hi everyone. And so as Arun ma'am was saying, I just want to take few points from her and then start with it. And as Arun ma'am was saying about kindness is a language which where blind can see and deaf can hear, right? So I always believe, there's a quiet strength in kindness, which is it doesn't shout out very loud and it doesn't draw any attention, but still that silent whispers, and it transforms everything you touch it. So, as we all know, the story of the King Midas story, where he touches everything and then it turns gold. So, the same way, kindness is the energy that we spread to everyone, and a small act of smiling to someone or helping to someone who is really in need. It may be a small act to us, but it makes their entire day, it improves their entire day. And as I was going through, there is something called helpers high phenomenon, we call it in psychology, where Kindness just don't help someone, it is not like helping someone, and it doesn't help that particular person who is in need, but it also helps us as well. Because when we help, the energy that we transform in helping, and when we talk about in the language of psychological and physiological aspects, the impact is like, the neurotransmitters like oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine will be released, and those activators will be triggered actually when we engage in that act of helping others. So that is why I said it is not an act, it is the energy that we transform, and the energy that we spread to others. At the same time, we are wired as humans, we are wired biologically and socially also for kindness. It is not that kindness is something where we are talking about and it has just come into limelight recently, talking about the physiological and psychological aspects. And all these things are just to create or to broaden the awareness that we are going to talk about all the aspects, mental health aspects or mental health well-being of the society. But the point is, as I said, we are, socially and biologically, we are wired from the beginning. Let's say I was reading an article when ma'am told me like the talk is going to be about kindness. And somewhere this took me to the story of the Ashoka, the Emperor Ashoka, the Kalinga War. After the Kalinga War, what happened is, I'm sorry, after Kalinga War, what happened is there was a drastic transformation in him from the conqueror to a compassionate ruler. So after the bloodshed of war, he started building hospitals for humans, animals. At the same time, he is the one who stopped the sacrificing of the animals after that. So this marks that the reign of Ashoka is like, where the kindness is actually institutionalized. And at the same time, it marked that, kindness is not a private virtue, but it is a public policy which can be followed. And at the same time, when we talk about, I was talking about the kindness, it is not just the acts which we do for others, but it is also the, being like a very good friend to yourself. And we call that as self compassion, wherein like, so that also helps us, it is like a sunshine that will help you to nurture your growth and well being. So keep shining all the time. And as ma'am was sharing, I just want to share one of my life example wherein, like, as being into a counseling setup, I have to be more compassionate to myself and also to the clients in my setup. But some experiences of my childhood also taught me, like, even few instances where I meet with different people, I somewhere in some part of my heart, I feel like, am I being taken advantage of being so kind to people? So I also have that, but again I say like that is okay if I have so much I can give to everyone. Even that I think in that POV also. And yeah, so finally, it's like kindness is like a hidden river is what I say. And it connects everyone, it heals, and it transforms from one person to the other person. At the end, people don't remember you by the titles you have or the accolades you earned. But as ma'am was saying, like the teacher who put her hand on the shoulder and spoke to you about it. So it is all how we made the other person to feel is what all they remember about. And it is like the invisible thread that connects people everywhere in the society. And once we start spreading it, we can weave a fabric where all the total society can be it will be the kind of society is maybe the greatest strength in the society. We can create that. And yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Teja. It was a lovely.
Yeah, lovely. I love the word that you said, weaving the fabric of kindness along the society. Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jyoti ma'am, are you there?
Yeah, yes, Sunanda.
Yeah.
Sorry for all this, actually. Uh, yeah, Tejasvi, I think just now you spoke about it, actually. I think according to me, kindness is nothing, is not that great thing, charity you do and whatever it is. I think simple kind of activity, a small smile, hug, when people are when people are sad or depressed, one no pat on your back, I'm there with you. Simple words. You need not to give big lectures and you need not to do anything more than that. A simple lecture, a simple thing. Avuna, aitha time unta. Yeah, a simple act of thing. I think I feel that it's healing and connecting. Okay. So the smile, if somebody is alone, feeling lonely, just go there, smile to them, and just ask them, is there anything wrong? Can I do anything for you? These simple words will make a difference in somebody's life. Okay. And we remember the people, even now in our life, we remember the people who are, when we are really not feeling well, or if you are really suffering with something, or any ailment, physical or mental, whatever it may be. Whoever talks to us at that particular point of time, they'll say that, yes, how are you? I think there's only three letters, three words. How are you? Makes a lot of difference. We always feel that I'm not alone, that there are people around me. Okay. And this kindness really, the feel good hormones, actually, we talk about oxytocin. And these feel good hormones will really increase. So I don't believe in doing charity and spending money on people and going to the charities and spending a lot of money and neglecting the family. I think that is one other thing, neglecting the family, neglecting your own people and doing outside something like, see, I'm there for the people, I don't mind. But first of all, everything starts from your family. Even the kindness starts from your family. Okay? If you're not kind to your own children, okay, your own husband or wife, whatever maybe, if you don't understand their feelings and their what exactly, and doing kindness outside and giving lectures, it will not help you. I think this is one thing I think each one of us should practice it when we do it. That's what I feel it. Simple act of kindness. No need to do, and you need not to speak, and you need not to really canvas about things also. You just simply be silent. And this is kind of a karma, as we say, karma boomerangs. I think kindness also comes back. When you are kind to somebody, somewhere you will remember that. I think I remember a movie, Chiranjeevi's movie, that Stalin movie, which I think most of you might have watched it. And he always says that I did something good for you. You do it for three more people. Okay, and they will do it for three more people. Stalin, right? So it is actually, it looks very, array, how it is possible, but it is possible. So we cannot give messages like Chiranjeevi. It's like a movie, but in real life also, if we can do something, a small act of kindness to somebody, definitely that will spread to the somebody else. But I always believe start with your own family. Listen to, understand your own children, understand your own things first of all. Be kind to them when the children come to you with a complaints or something. So in stuff like that, no, you always complain. Just listen to them first. I think kindness comes with good listening skills also. I think I made my point clear. I think so. Thank you for Sunanda for inviting me and making me part of this whole program. If possible, I'll try to rejoin again. Okay. Thank you once again. Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Even though she is busy, some meetings, offline meeting, she joined here. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Divya, are you there?
Ma'am, I'm still in the school. Can I start now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Having kindness is, I have to say, this is one of the most important skill. I always get motivation from one of the my favorite person, that is Mother Teresa. Once a person asked Mother Teresa that you are doing some help to a few people, but they are not giving you anything in return. So you are not doing help to a lot of people, only few people. What are you getting back? I mean, what are you getting back from them? He asked. She just replied, if we throw a stone into the pond, we can see some ripples. So this, at least I am giving some change into the society. These ripples are enough for me. At least I am bringing this change, whatever I can do. So I want to continue in this way. She will say, she will answer to that person. So this is one of the motivation I have to say. Every time when I feel like I'm helping in a low way, or I'm just doing a small help, it's not like that. A small word also will change the other person's day. It happened a lot of times to me. A few students will be coming to me and saying, thank you ma'am, thank you for this, thank you for that, but I don't remember what I exactly do to them. I always say to the students that if you be kind to others, somewhere in your life that will definitely come back to you in any form. So, and when I speak about these suicides, which are recently happening a lot of times, I have seen a few incidents. I feel that at least if there is one person who shows some empathy or compassionate to that student or the person who is committing suicide, at least they would drop at that point of time. This suicide will be the last option for any person, because there will be no motivation for them and there will be no choice. They feel like that there will be no choice for me, so I have to do this. If there is at least one person in their life or one person near them, or it might be a teacher or a friend or parents, anyone, at least they will show some empathy or kindness, at least they will listen to their concerns. Suicides, at least they will reduce to 1 or 2%, I think, in this way. So kindness always plays an important role in all the ways. It might be physical health problems also. We can see a lot of health issues happening, heart diseases, anxiety, depression. So all these can be, at least we can help these kind of people who are suffering with some kindness, empathy and compassionate. This is what I think, ma'am. Thanks for giving me this opportunity to share about kindness.
Yeah, Divya, thank you so much for joining and sharing your thoughts. Yeah, I think Bharat sir can share now some of your life experience.
I gathered a few thoughts, so I just thought that I would do that. Just give me a minute's time.
Okay, okay, sure. Till that,
No,
Arun ma'am,
and then can I talk after the next speaker?
definitely, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Arun ma'am, if you want to share some more points, you can join in.
So, what are the qualities a person who's performing the act of kindness? So, it is basically you'll have warmth, respect, caring, a giving nature, a considerate person, and above all, I think person who's sensitive to the other's needs, right? So, who is aware of what is happening around them. So these are the qualities I just jotted down which were coming to my mind. And I thought I should share with the panelists here and the participants. And like Divyaji was saying, kindness has a ripple effect. That is always comes back to my mind. So we never know a seed that we planted today. Um, I would share my personal experience. I used to counsel the little orphan boys in Bangalore It's a center for boys home. I was kind of interning there when I was getting trained as a counselor, and I was given a time of on a Friday evening 5 p.m. to be there for 1 hour. So these are all different age group boys ranging from maybe 6 years to 12 years or whatever. And I would drive from my home and go there. And I asked for a separate room. And that Friday happens to be an evening. They're mentally free because the next day is a holiday. And all of them would love to play all the time. So Friday evening was a playtime for them, that too 5 to 7. That is the time given to me for interning in the orphanage as well. And I particularly told it was run by a Christian association, run by fathers and brothers. So I particularly told them, don't force anybody to come to me. If they really want to come, let them come. So I sat in a room where I'm visible. They know I'm present there for them to come and talk to me and share with me their concerns and whatever. It took me nearly 3 months consistent presence there to build my rapport with the children there. All I did was once, twice, thrice they ignored me, my presence. I'm the only female around mostly. And as I entered the gate, one or two young kids came and said, Auntie, can we get into your car? Can you give us a ride inside the entire orphanage? So I said, okay, let me start somewhere. The little bit of kindness that I showed. So first time, 5 kids jumped inside the car and came. I took them 2-3 rounds. They asked me again, can we go? I said, okay, again. So 2-3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Every Friday, it became a kind of ritual. Soon as they saw my car, they would come jump into the car, and I would go 2-3 rounds, and then I'll go and just sit quietly. And slowly, after nearly 2 to 3 months of this rapport building exercise, and the little kindness that I showed, children started trickling in to just talk. That is, they've given up on their playtime and they're coming. So, first question I would ask them is, are you coming to me on your own, or has somebody told you to come to me? So when they say that I'm coming on my own, I said, okay, most welcome, come and sit with me. So I'm happy you're here. So this is the kind of little smile, I used to carry little toffees, just the rapport building itself was an exercise in kindness and patience for me. So finally, it became kind of a moment where the children wanted to actually come and said they wanted to form a club called Challenges Club. I said, what is it about? Said, no, we have challenges, but we don't know whom to approach. But since you're here now, can you help us form this Challenges Club? I said, fine, let's do it. So we all sat down, formed a Challenges Club structure. How does it go? Then I said, I gave few suggestions. We'll have a bowl where, if you don't want to say that you have this particular problem, you can write down a chit and place it inside the bowl. So somebody will pick the thing and we discuss about that particular challenge, which will help each one of you, whoever is facing similar challenges. So this is the kind of club we established. Sheer patience and kindness is what helped me break the ice with the kids, because it is the practice of the Jesuit institution that no father will continue beyond 1.5 years, so that they don't get attached to any one child, or the child doesn't get attached to these fathers and brothers. So in the event of parents abandoning them, the priests also not a continuous presence in their life, how can they trust me, another adult in this world? So that was a question that was running in my mind. So the trust building act did take a long time for me. So this is another act of kindness that I felt really helped me build my rapport with the kids. Even today, they're all grown up. They're all working in banks, and some people work in shops and establishments. Some of them still do keep in touch, and they talk about our interactions very warmly. So that little seed that I planted at that time, I feel that it has gone a long way for them to build a successful, maybe professional life, maybe personal lives. I don't know what shape and what hue it has taken. So kindness has many shades and tints. It can happen to us. We could be sometimes recipients. We could be sometimes the givers, perpetrators of kindness. So continue to do whenever you have the opportunity to, give out kindness, act in kindness, and hope that it will be helpful to someone somewhere.
Yeah. Thank you
Yeah,
so much, ma'am. It was a
thank you.
lovely plus building. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Another
Can I,
wonderful
ma'am, now?
point. Yes, sir. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Sorry, you're talking something and I interrupted you in between.
Yeah. Please go ahead. Carry on.
Uh, when you requested me at the beginning of the session, I was not prepared for it. Suddenly, I had to gather a few thoughts, and then I'll be presenting it here. I'm sorry. Suddenly, there is a problem with my camera. It's not working, and please bear with me. So we are all aware that we are all working in a fast-paced world, highly competitive, and in our day-to-day functioning, either it is in a school, college, or an office, we're absolutely we run from one meeting to the other, and your inboxes in the mail are full, and we are busy giving replies to them. And though Arundhati ma'am and Divya ma'am quoted mm, madam, some of the things like what I mean to say is Mother Teresa. In the market, you do not really find Mother Teresa's. You only find really sharks in the market. Absolutely sharks and dog eat dog world. And in a world like that, your luxury kindness at times looks like a luxury, which we perhaps cannot afford to have it. And not many people do not seem to be having enough time to exhibit their kindness. But the fact is, uh, kindness, as I have experienced, is one of the most efficient productivity methods I have ever come across. It does not need any kind of a training. Rather, it does not need any kind of a financial budgets. But the moment the leader starts practicing kindness, it spreads like a wildfire. A kind of a culture embraces the team, and it will be one of the most highly successful strategies that anyone can deploy. In fact, I have an organization when I happen to be the chairman of a company. We have about some 35 plus staff. Good number are rookies in their 20s who have just graduated from some of the management institutes, and they have joined the company. And in a market, at times they find it extremely difficult to push themselves into the market. And gone were the days when I was after the people with a hunter. But today, in an era which is a knowledge worker era, if I am after the people with a hunter, I do not think that many people would come forward to come with the company. So, in such a scenario, the best I can do is that thank you for your good efforts. Okay, continue to keep making the efforts, results will automatically fall in. And that is exactly what has been happening. I would rather prefer to say, I really prefer to, I appreciate your idea, and let us see that how best we all can move forward. That really seem to be working wonders. In fact, there is other side of the coin also here, is that kindness does not necessarily mean avoiding tough conversations. Rather, I would like to define it in such a way, it means having them with some kind of a respect, be firm. It is not softness. It is a kind of a strength with emotional intelligence baked in itself. Experience also has taught me that leaders who are really kind to their staff, they do not create compliance. In fact, they create a kind of a loyalty. Teams that are really kind, innovative, such people in such an environment, people really feel safe to take risks and even admit when something goes wrong. They do not hesitate to give the facts instead of going around and giving all kinds of stories. So, what I prefer to do is in a morning walk, I smile at a person who sweeps the roads, a stranger, a watchman at the park. These are all the things that would pay you back in the long run. It's not that it will pay you back in the long run. It gives you a kind of a satisfaction for myself. So if you permit, I'll read out. In fact, I was very recently reading a book by name The Eighth Habit by Stephen Covey, wherein he gave out what is a portrait hung in Mother Teresa's ashram there. It reads like this. Just give me a couple of minutes. I would like to read it. It reads like this. People often are unreasonable and illogical and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish and ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and frank, people may cheat. Be honest and frank anyway. What you spend years building, someone may destroy, but build anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, people may be jealous, but be happy anyway. The good you do today, people often forget tomorrow, but do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may just never be enough. Give the world the best you have anyway. This is the punchline here. In the final analysis, it is all between you and God, and it was never between you and them. This is how it reads. Thanks, Sunanda ma'am, for giving this opportunity to be with you all scholars in this field, and thanks a lot for this small help.
Yeah, it was an awesome point, sir. You beautifully shared real-time experiences. Thank you so much, Subbarao, sir. Yeah, Archana, are you in a position to share your thoughts?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please.
I'm audible, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So, as Divya madam said, let's think of kindness not as a feeling, but as a skill, something we all can train, especially when things are tough. And as Sai Subbarao said, example of the tough world we are having now, beautifully put up like kindness looks like a luxury these days because people have become so busy, each one with their lives. That's exactly why we need to practice it on purpose. Today, I'll walk you through 7 habits. These are not just ideas. In my view, they are practical tools. So let's start. First, listen with your heart. As Jyoti madam explained it with her examples. Listen with your heart. What stops us from really listening? Biases. It's our habits like jumping to conclusions, assuming things without proof, Example, hearing a Muslim woman name linked to a bomb blast and assuming all Indian Muslims are anti-nationals. They all hate India. See, this is generalization, jumping into conclusions. Or see, we need to think, what if I listened it? What if I listened a news like a scientist, not as a judge, assuming with my own opinions? Then what stops us from listening well? Overgeneralization, making quick judgments from a single case or single instant, like seeing a woman in sleeveless clothes and assuming she has a poor character. Does clothes define a woman's character? But see, jumping into conclusions, quick judgments. Always remember, one moment or one act doesn't define a person. And our opinions are not always truths about other people, especially. Then, mind reading, assuming you know what others are thinking. It's all in your mind only. Example, a friend doesn't say hi when he sees you on the road, and you assume they ignored you on purpose intentionally, but maybe they were just distracted, or there could be many other reasons. So don't guess. Whatever we have, ask directly. Pause and tell yourself, don't assume. Listen every person's action, behavior. Listen everything with your full heart, just as Jyoti ma'am said. Then, second point, say a real sorry. See, a sorry means nothing if it is not reflected in the action, in the behavior after that. So, what holds all of us from saying sorry? We feel it makes us weak, or we feel that our intentions matter more than expressing. Ask yourself, am I protecting my pride or am I protecting the relationship? So fix the bond, not fixing the story. Say this, I hurt you when I said this or when I behaved like this. That's on me. What would help now to rectify, to solve this problem? So, second point, say a real sorry and show it in your actions. Third, show your love out loud. As Arundhati madam said with her examples, why don't we express love more often and expressively? We think they already know, ayo, it will sound dramatic if I show my love. What's the cost of never saying it? Remember, friends, silence often feels like indifference, even if love is present. My mother always says this, don't express it. It's too dramatic. This is not filmy. This is real life. Uh, it can affect the child. It can make the child feel lonely. So try this. I really appreciated your calm when daddy was provoking you, when daddy was shouting at you. Very good. See, express your love. Give a pat. Small words, they have deep impact on the children. Not only children, even adult to adult relationship. Small words, small things, they matter a lot. Fourth, be there, not as a boss, present. Not get to just being present. When we rush to fix things, usually to calm our own discomfort and not to soothe the other person. See, that is a distraction. Ask this, do they need comfort or a plan or just a listening ear right now? Do somebody who is suffering just want a listening ear, not any advices? Ask yourself. So kindness principle, presence first, solutions later. If asked, try this, I will sit with you if you want ideas later. Just ask. You can say like this. Then fifth point, use warm body language. Why does body language matter? Because people feel what we don't say. Majority is non-verbal communication, especially in emotional or high pressure moments. Always remember, tiny signals create big connection. Example, your mother is upset and cooking in silence. Instead of asking harshly, what happened to you? What is this? Try walking to her gently, hugging her, placing your hand on her shoulder and saying, Ma, do you want me to help you in anything? Are you okay? See, simple shift. Lower your shoulders, don't frown, speak a little slower, a little softer, irrespective of the actions and behaviors and provocations of people opposite of you. That warmth is often felt more than words. Just a simple pat, just a little body language, a good smile. Then give specific compliments. Compliments don't always work because they are often too vague. Saying good job, giving claps doesn't show what the person actually did or why it really mattered. A simple check is to ask what exactly did they do and you appreciated it. So specific is sincere. We should always remember that. Example of specific compliments to Arundhati madam. The way you explained that patience and kindness can break a child's silence, their silent pain was powerful. Your clarity made the idea truly resonate with me. Patience and kindness together. Awesome. Then, as Tejasvi madam said, I loved your line. Kindness is like weaving. Every small thread of goodwill strengthens the fabric of entire shared humanity. So, this metaphor made the message unforgettable, the kindness message. So, these are specific compliments. Then, finally, practice daily gratitude. Why do we overlook kindness? Because our brains focus more on what's wrong. Why? We are on survival mode. What did I miss that actually went right? Ask yourself. So try every night, write down 3 good things. One good thing about yourself, one good thing about someone else, and one good thing about the world. Something positive that even research proves that it rewires your brain. So uh, finally, kindness doesn't mean burning yourself, suffering trauma burnouts for other people. In my view, kindness means managing what's yours, your tone, your effort, your boundaries, your self talk. So let go of what is not yours, reactions of others, recognition, praises, or criticisms, or the outcomes. Forget everything. What is in your hands? That's what kindness becomes sustainable. That's how. So build a habit that lasts. Use the formula intent, intention, action, evidence, reflection. Every morning, set one intention. Try one kindness skill every day, like telling yourself you are strong. I can do it alone. It is also kindness to self. Notice what happens and self reflect, introspect. What helped? What got in the way? What one small experiment for tomorrow? So, my friends, kindness is not soft, it's solid, and it's proven to benefit all of us. One question, one act, one moment at a time. That's how real change begins, and that's how change happened all through history. And always remember, in a world where you can be anything, please be kind. Thank you.
Thank you,
Well
Abhi.
said.
Yeah.
Archana, your dialogue was like as if like you proved that you're an advocate.
Thank
Very
you.
true.
Thank you.
I mean, it's not proving actually. It says that you are like okay. Internally, you are an advocate.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, very true, Teja. Yeah, Shamal Ghosh, sir, want to share your thoughts?
Ma'am, good evening, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Sir
Please
is
go
there.
ahead.
It's looks I am not a psychologist or I have not studied anything. Only thing I tried to be a very good human being, and I always look for that. One incident I'm just mentioning here that I was at that time. I think in the year mostly it is in 1982. Uh, I was coming from, I just stopped in a bus stop, waiting for the bus to come. Then I suddenly, on the opposite direction, one minibus was trying to, just, it was very, there was a lot of rush, so he didn't want to stop there. So just, it passed away. In that moment, one dog just tried to cross the road and it hit it. That bus just put the brake. Then that dog was screaming. I tried to take out that dog from the tires, just and then put it. I dragged it out and I put it on the uh, roadside. One tube well is there, hand pump. Then I pushed some water. I wanted to just give it. By the time he drank it, but the moment he just cut my money, it bit me also. Then it died. Then I had to take the 14 injections, 10 cc, because it is on the left hand naturally. So it became a problem for that. But definitely, I felt that it was the duty. And at that time, N. Subbarao sir was the branch manager. He told that if you do like this, then kutto bhi katega, army bhi tore ko katega. But I didn't yet. I felt like that. And another incident I'm telling you, at that time I was in capital market. It was some uh, issues were going on, ICICI Bank bond issue. Then I just some working in the whole night, and then I slept it also. Slept there in the branch itself. Then suddenly one of my friends telephoned me. He was coming from Ahmedabad. At that time, he was in Bombay. He told me just, are you there? Yes, I am there in the branch. You come here. Okay, he came here and he came and then he told me that one couple, here they have lost everything. They are going to Kolkata back. Only they have got the tickets. Can you help in any way? I said, okay, let me see. Let us bring them. First of all, I brought them to the branch capital market that is in the New India Assurance Building. Then they came here, they just shared the experiences. They have lost everything, money bag and everything. Only thing, ticket was available. Then somehow I just, the whole day, the evening train was there, Bombay Mail. And then I just helped them to have the foods and everything and gave them some money also so that they go back, and with some food also because they didn't have money, some bread and fruits and everything, I gave it to them. This, I don't know, this is one kind of act, this kindness or whatever it may be, but I did it. I don't regret for that. He told me that he would send the money back, but he didn't. Anyway, I don't regret for that. That's all, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, sir. Apathy, sir, are you willing to share on kindness, your experience? Apathy, sir? Yeah, friends, till now what we are discussing about kindness, today is World Kindness Day. So how it impacts our mental health and what are the benefits, psychological benefits, and how it impacts our brain, that we are discussing as our personal experience as well as our theoretical part of psychology. So stress buster is kindness is a psychological word, positive psychology word. It lowers our cortisol level and it improves our mood. It calms down our body. Then mood lift. Wherever I am just now, we are sharing a lot of uh, practical, real examples, real time examples. It gives us satisfaction as well as happiness to me, not for others. First, I have to protect myself, my mental health, my emotional health, my physical health. definitely it improves my mood. So what will happen in the return? We blue with our social vibes, tribes. Definitely, we will connected with other people. It gives us positive relationship, social relationship. It strengthens our mood. Definitely, we overcome our depression and anxiety. Then it improves our self-esteem also. As a psychologist forum, we are discussing a lot of things. When we remove negative thoughts, definitely we can improve our high self-esteem. We can improve our mood. Then how it impacts our brain? Whatever discussing till now, definitely it improves our dopamine and oxytocin. Definitely bonding hormones will happen inside me. It connects other people also. Then shifting our perspectives, right? Focusing outward reduces remuneration on personal worries, giving the mind break from negative loops. Yes, not only me, others also having problem. When we help, definitely we grow together. That perspective will increase inside me. Then behavioral feedbacks. Positive actions create upward spiral, right? In psychology, we call upward spiral, downward spiral. When I practice kindness, definitely feel good hormones will improve. So our upward spiral will be triggered inside me. So feeling even better. Yeah, I am comfortable. I am okay. When I practice all these positive psychology component, definitely I will be better. Best in that way we can move upward spiral. Then just now we shared a lot of things. Again, I am sharing. Yeah, even in message, SMS or email, I am thinking of you. I am thanking you. I thank for your presence. In that way, small words or emojis, it wonders a lot, right? Then when we are traveling or when we are going in a lift, just holding the door, smiling, even without any verbal communication, non-verbal communication, we can contact with other people as a kindness gesture. Then write a short thank you notes, even digital also. Without digital, even without brain and heart, I can survive. But without my mobile phone, I cannot survive. So through SMS or emojis, I can say thanks, a small word, right? Then volunteering. Just now, ma'am mentioned we are going out, we are doing a lot of volunteering things. Instead of that, it starts from home with our partner, our kids, or with our siblings. Just a small kind word. It wonders a lot. Yeah, with this, I'm stopping from my end. I can forward to Aru ma'am or Subara sir. They can share their thoughts.
Yes. సుబ్బారావు గారు మీరు మాట్లాడతారా?
Yeah, ma'am, you go ahead.
Okay. No, I wanted to extend my thought over Mr. Shamal's sentence. Kutta bhi katega, aadmi bhi katega. So, in fact, it relates to one question I have written here. Are there any limitations to kindness? How far and not thus far and no further? Where do we draw our boundaries? It doesn't really matter when you extend a helping hand to strangers or somebody on the street or once in a way helping out. But when it pertains to very close people whom we interact on everyday basis, will there be a danger of us being taken for granted? So, how far, thus far, and no further? Where do we draw these boundaries? I would like to invite thoughts from the panelists on this. Have you encountered any such experience where you have to really put your foot down to your kindness and said, maybe at the cost of even losing a relationship, or losing a friendship or something, you know. So I would like to invite the panelists to talk about any such experience. I mean, there are two sides to every coin, right? Positive side and not so palatable side as well. So if you can share that, it will caution us, drawing from your own experiences, where to put a boundary line, where to draw that line.
Yeah,
Precious
sure,
life,
ma'am.
safeguard ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, Subharav sir.
One or two things I would like to rather supplement here. As I said, that having been rather working with youngsters, while I'm 79, my teammates are around 20s and early 30s. So, what I found here is that in an area where the management or you spread kindness like a confetti, and you find people more and more innovative, you find people willing to take a lot of risk because they knew very well that they are trusted, and people around them, they are kind to them. Somebody was saying in the, I'm sorry, I forgot to, do not remember the name. It was mentioned that kindness does not mean softness, and kindness also does not slow you down. Rather, it actually makes everyone move faster together. That is the experience which I found. And being in a financial services company and being in business, I found that kindness is not just good manners, rather, it is a good business. And we have been able to really get quite a lot of new contacts as a result. Maybe in continuation of what Arundhati madam has said just now, maybe I have come across a saying that good people suffer not because they are good, but they do not know when to stop being good. Maybe what I mean to say here is, if you try to become a lighthouse for ever passing ship, maybe your kindness can also be misused. But it does not mean that you should be harsh towards the people and you should not be kind. But be judgmental, take stock of the situation as and when the way the things do happen. This is just what I wanted to say.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, Teja, you want to share?
Yeah, ma'am. Okay, fine. I just want to add one point to what Subbarao sir said. We call this in psychology as pathological altruism. So where, like say for example, I may be having 1000 ml of capacity to share my kindness. The others may not be having 1000 ml of this same capacity to receive my kindness, or it may be the either way also. Right? I cannot give more than what I have. I can give only what I have. So, and as Arundhati ma'am was asking about that boundary, where should we draw that line is where the assertive kindness can come into the picture. Right? It is not like saying yes to everything, but saying yes consciously, like, okay, fine, I cannot take this beyond my capacity. I cannot say no at the same time. So I can say, like, maybe, like, say for example, when student comes to me, and when I know that it is beyond my scope of helping the student and counseling him, because when I know that this is something which should be referred to a psychiatrist, say for example, so I cannot help him and give him the total ascendance and be totally empathetic, like. Oh, that is okay. We will take it. We will take it. We will take it. At the end, it is not going to help him. We know that it is not going to help him. So therein, like, we should take that step of saying yes consciously. Yes, we can take it, but we can take it together to a different person, because I cannot take it beyond this point. So that's where, like, the set of kindness comes in. And like as I said, like pathological altruism, we cannot give more than what we have. So that's where, when we give more than what we have, we feel we are drained at the end. And that's when we feel like we are taken advantage of. And also one more point is like where Subbarao sir were talking about, we how do we see the world also matters here. If we see the world by wearing red glasses, we see the world with red, yellow glasses, yellow lens. So how we see the world also matters here. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Teja. Yeah, Archana, if you want to share some more points, you want to add?
Yes, ma'am. I want to answer madam's question. As we cannot pour from an empty cup, kindness needs boundaries to stay healthy. Only a healthy man can serve others. As Carl Jung says, um, uh, a a healthy man does not torture others. It is tortured, or someone who is suffering will also cause suffering to others. So to keep others happy, first I should be happy. So to pour my kindness to others, first I should be kind to myself also. So to be kind to myself and to protect my energies, I need to put boundaries. As Tejasvi ma'am said, pathological altruism. When it drains you, you should put a boundary. When your kindness, when it enables others to take advantage of you or to harm you, you should put a boundary. It shouldn't shield others from natural consequences or growth. It should not stop you, or it should not destroy you. When it violates your values or your time, if saying yes means cheating yourself, harming yourself, going against your own values, then you should put a boundary. And when kindness is only one sided, when it's not mutual, if it's always taking from your side and there is no limit to how much somebody can take, then boundary is needed. And when it replaces your needs, basic human needs completely, that's when boundary is most important. Every yes to someone else should not mean no to our own well-being and our own health. So this is what I wanted to say, ma'am.
Thank you, Archana. Others want to share?
I would like to add one point to what Archana said. Like when the Maslow's hierarchy, when our needs are not met, we cannot serve others. Yeah.
True that. True that.
Yes, ma'am.
In fact, I started saying that we are living in a highly competitive world, but I also realized after all these talks that kindness gives us the ultimate competitive advantage. It beats the competition down. It really enables us. This is one of the strongest survival tools, whether it be it in kind of human relationship or in a business relationship.
Definitely, sir. Yeah.
Okay, it gives me rise to one more question.
No, sir. As like Subbarao sir was saying, maybe as how we have the so-called the performance tools, kindness can also be a criteria or like can be included in the performance thing.
Yeah.
Ma'am, it is the experience that I do not like to see how brilliant a person is, but I would, insofar as the knowledge is concerned, but I would like to see how brilliant he is with the people around. Is he in a position to carry the people along with him? Because I have come across so many people extremely brilliant, knowledgeable, but when it comes to a question of their emotional intelligence, people absolutely are highly unreliable. And the moment you face a challenge, their true picture really comes out. Trying to point out fingers at others instead of taking the ownership for themselves.
True.
True, sir. Yeah, ma'am. You want to share some more points? You want to add?
Yeah, I was just wondering when he says it's a best survival tool or Subbarao గారు చెప్పారు కదా అందులో do we perform acts of kindness without expectations or should we have expectations in return?
Without expectations.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, when we expect something, when we want some profit, it doesn't become kindness, it's business.
Okay.
In fact,
And also it is yeah sir, continue.
it is in the DNA. It is just, you don't plan for that. It just happens. When it just happens,
So there is a subconscious mind లో కూడా మనకి ఆ ఎక్స్పెక్టేషన్ అండ్ మేము ఇంత చేసాము మాకు ఎవరు చేయడం లేదే. So do we
that
have
when we pour from an empty cup, we feel that. And also మన ఎక్స్పీరియన్సెస్ ఉంటాయి కదా మనకు ఆల్రెడీ మనల్ని ఎవరైనా అడ్వాంటేజ్ తీసుకోవడము ఇలాంటివి చేసినప్పుడు డెఫినెట్లీ వి గెట్ దట్ థాట్ లైక్ షుడ్ ఐ డూ దిస్ టు దిస్ పర్సన్, ఆర్ నాకు ఆల్రెడీ ఇలాంటి ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉంది కదా. సో దేర్ ఇస్ సంథింగ్ కాల్డ్ ఇది ఉంది కదా, జస్ట్ ద బిలీఫ్ అని. సో వేర్ మంచి వాళ్ళకి మంచి జరుగుతుంది, చెడ్డ వాళ్ళకి చెడ్డగా జరుగుతుంది. అదర్ దాన్ లైక్ కర్మ, జస్ట్ ద బిలీఫ్ కాన్సెప్ట్ అయితే ఇదే కదా. సో అండ్ మీరు అన్నట్టుగా మనం ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇన్నెట్, వీ డూ ఇట్ ఆటోమేటికలీ, జస్ట్ కమ్స్ ఓకే ఫైన్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు హెల్ప్ ద పర్సన్ అనేది ఒకటి ఉంటుంది.
This I had a rude experience. It stems out of that experience as well as what Mr. Subbarao garu was sharing. I used to take tuitions in Delhi for small kids, just as a pastime, and I used to put my heart and soul. They have an image of a South Indian being more brilliant than the North Indians in terms of maths and science, and the more educated love. So this is a Punjabi family who had 5 children. It's 2 families, joint families together. All the 5 kids were very comfortable with me. They used to come always, auntie karke they used to come, and along with my daughter I used to teach them as well. And it so happened, after a stint in Delhi, I moved to Kolkata. And my elder daughter, she was expected to learn Bengali there in the school. And suddenly I said, oh, I don't know Bengali, to teach her Bengali. So there was a teacher living opposite my flat. So one day I became friendly with her, and I said, okay, why don't I ask her and see if she can spare some time? Because my act of kindness, I thought somebody else should reciprocate, rather will not, should. That is an expectation. So I went and knocked at her door. This lady, though she was friendly outside, she hardly opened her door 2 inches wide. So I felt, oh my God, నేను అంత చేశాను కదా అక్కడ, ఏమైంది ఇట్లా, though she was not connected to that incident in my life. But see, my expectation that I had done so much for kids, they were almost like my own kids. And here, this lady is not even opening 2 inches, and totally unconnected incidents in my life have taught me that you have to drop expectations, not think what you did. Please do not expect from somebody else to be reciprocated. So that's where my question was coming from. Should we do?
You are having love and kindness, so you are sharing with others.
In fact, ma'am,
Can I add Ayandra's idea, ma'am? Here, I want to add 2 ideas. One is from Chanakya Niti, where Chanakya says about discretion. For the first part we were discussing, all organisms have hunger, all basic needs of Maslow's hierarchy. The only difference between human and animal is when discretion comes, the prefrontal cortex decision making ability. And this what we are discussing now, for this I want to add Ayn Rand's point. I loved it. What Ayn Rand says is, whenever we do some good, there is no sacrifice in it. When I'm doing something because I love to do it, like a mother is doing something to her child out of love for the child, she has happiness in doing itself. There is an instant
relationship is very unique.
In fact, it is in tune with what Mother Teresa had said.
There is an instant happiness.
Yeah, if you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish and ulterior motives, but be kind to them anyway. This is what she said.
No. My experience was when I was 26, 27. Now I'm 63. I've learned a lot of things along the way, and I'm in the process of dropping a lot of expectations. I'm a happier person now.
But also, I have one more question here. Uh, I mean, like, is it possible to, like, from Achana's point, I got this. Is it possible to show the same amount of kindness to everyone? Like, mother loves her own child first and then the other child, right? So she cannot share the same amount of love to her own child and the other child. So, like, yeah, somewhere it just struck me when you were talking about that.
So it changes from person to person, environment to environment, right? It changes. We cannot measure the same thing with my kid and with others, right? So it changes. Even ma'am mentioned by age also, by experience we will get, right? Where and how we have to spend my time or quality of kindness, it also differs. At 20 age, our emotions, our feelings will be like a raw stone, right? After 60 or 70, we get more experience. Definitely, it shapes our personality. So it differs. I think everyone will agree with me.
I
Yeah.
think it is possible with a trained mind and training, with the training which even I don't have now. But
Yeah.
as a concept, as an idea, I
By
want to
training, we
answer.
can improve.
I
Yeah.
want to answer Tejasvi madam's question that yes, it is possible by treating everyone like an outsider, even mother and father like a neighbor, and everyone giving same love to everyone
No, no.
and
Also,
having
what
boundaries.
happen within our family, it will be different. With kids, it will be
Yeah.
different. Own kid, it matters, right? So we will show differentiate.
The trajectory keeps shifting. The trajectory will
No,
keep
no. There's
shifting.
a beautiful saying that I read long time ago. Treat guest as a family member as a guest. So the, the balance will be automatically set.
That's what I meant, ma'am.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Ram
Another,
Gopal Verma says this. Don't see when you get conflict with your mother and father because you expect them to be, you expect your mother to behave like this. Mother means like this. She should sacrifice. She should do this for you. You have certain expectations because of which you get hurt. From expectations and from that loop attachment and all these things will cause the pain. What Verma says is, see everybody around you as your neighbor and love every human being.
in
No,
fact,
No,
I'd
this
like
one
to,
won't happen, Archana.
I'd
I
like
For
don't.
to,
That's
Then
why
it
I
will
being
be
of
said
a siblings.
Amritalandamaiji.
all of you participants, you are much younger to me. And maybe go back 30, 40 years back, where, the street used to be a family. In fact, today we are nuclear families. Gone. There were days, when there used to be 8, 10, 12 people in the family. But not only that, the street where you are living, it used to be. In fact, those days, we used to have a DVD, and we used to borrow a cassette and then put it on a Saturday or a Sunday. Not only our family member, the entire street used to come. They used to be there in the house, and my mother and my wife, they used to serve them coffee, tea, biscuits, everything, and all that. They comfortably used to enjoy. We never felt the pain of, so many people having invaded the house during that time. But today, of course, nuclear families and the concepts have undergone a total change. You don't expect such kind of things to happen. But if kindness is made a part of the DNA, then the hearts feel light and mind is calm and quiet.
Yeah. Wonderful, sir. Thought-provoking words. Yeah, with this, we can conclude today's session. We can meet next month, some other topic. We can discuss the same as today happened. Yeah, thank you, friends, those who participated actively online and those who are watching as an audience. For them also, I thank. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Then one more quotation is a little kindness from person to person is better than a vast love for all humankind. With this, I am concluding today's session. Yeah, thank you, friends. Thank you, Aru ma'am. Thank you,
Thank you for a
Subharam sir.
beautiful
Thank you,
opportunity.
Teja.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Jyoti
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank
For
you,
this
Thank you all.
opportunity,
Archana.
Anand
Bye.
ji. Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.